Okay. Hi everybody, the name is Razorgeist. I am new here on the YouTube community. I've been watching videos for quite some time. I've been watching particularly the videos of Biker Trash, JT Mitchell, Optibotimus, Diancis, that's right. And was really inspired by the reviews of Transformers and other sort of toys, particularly I think Optibotimus was the one who really kind of got me. Optibotimus and Biker Trash really. So I decided to start my own. I got a camera for Christmas, so that's what started this off. As you can tell, this is just an early preliminary video. This is kind of just to start it up, see how things go. I'm not using the tripod. I'm actually just kind of holding the camera. This is how it's gonna work for the time being until I can get a tripod. So we'll see how this works. Luckily, my first review is not a Transformer. I'll be doing Transformer reviews, Star Trek reviews. I was hoping to do that first, but JT Mitchell beat me to the punch, and then Optibotimus later started up. So I decided to start with my own one that they haven't done yet. So I did beat them to one punch. And let's start the review with the Playmates Enterprise-B. And here we go. Let that adjust. This is a fairly sizable ship. I got to kind of pull back here. You're still not seeing the whole thing. And this is the Enterprise-B. This was released as part of the Star Trek Generations line back in 1994. I actually got this for Christmas in 1994. And, well, not this particular one. I actually replaced it because it had become damaged over the years. This is a replacement, but it, sentimental values either way. I'm going to put this down and kind of hold him there, or hold it there. I shouldn't say him. And here we go. As you can see, this is an Excelsior class starship. I'm going to do this a little differently from Optibotimus and JT Mitchell, in that they would always give show information. I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to do background information on this, like the studio stuff. This was designed for, not this particular version, the Excelsior is different. It doesn't have these impulse engines right here. They're called impulse engines on the show. And the nacelles were different on the Excelsior. Also, the name and nomenclature was different. Anyways, I think the Excelsior was a little darker too. Anyways, the Excelsior class ship was designed for Star Trek 3, and the original idea for the design was that it was going to be sort of an idea to one-up the Enterprise. This was the new badass new ship that would just come onto the block and kind of make the Enterprise look bad. And basically that's kind of the purpose of for Star Trek 3. And actually, when the Enterprise was destroyed in Star Trek 3, they were originally going to have Kirk take command of the Excelsior because it was going to be the new ship. But there was kind of a bit of a fan backlash with the Excelsior. Nobody really liked it. It was designed to one-up the Enterprise, and everybody was like, no, don't do that. So they instead decided to give us the Enterprise A. I'm a bit more of a fan of the Excelsior. The Excelsior, however, the filming model was really good, so they used it later on in Star Trek: The Next Generation, Star Trek: Deep Space Nine, Voyager, etc., etc., and it became really sort of the workhorse of Starfleet as it was. And I actually like the Excelsior better than the Enterprise refit that appeared in the motion picture. I like the curves a little better. I like the design, and that's basically it. I always liked this one a little better. When this first showed up in the commercials for Star Trek Generations, I was really, really looking forward to getting it. And I did get it for Christmas. This is my Megazord, as it were. I know a lot of people were into Power Rangers at the time, and so was I, but for some reason Power Ranger toys were kind of hard to come by at that point. And this was my Megazord. I was really looking forward to this. It's one of my favorite Playmate ships. This was done by Playmates during their line. Since I didn't mention that beforehand. And was really looking forward to getting this one, and still like this. This is one of my favorites to this day. It really hasn't been surpassed. I think the DST Enterprise-D might be up on the list, but this is definitely one of my favorites. And let's go on to some of the features. Like any other Playmate ship, it comes with lights and sounds. Here we have the phaser sound. 4 buttons right here. Tractor beam. It's quite loud. Red alert, and for the movie that was the Nexus ribbon sound. Did I mention this is very loud? Yes, it is. It does come with some lights. I'm not going to do the Nexus. Yeah, I'm definitely buying a tripod later on. This is not going to work after all. So you can see the deflector dish lights up, and this might work a little bit better. Let's see if we can. Wait, it's really hard to work with. The impulse engine's light up, as you can see. Normally, this nacelle base here could be taken off. Mine was actually damaged. The plugs were damaged, and they were starting to like crumble off. So I just glued this on just so there would be no more damage to it. So this cannot come off on mine. Yours, if you still have one, or if you get this, you decide to go on eBay and get this, yours, it'll still come off. Don't worry. Just I have a bad habit of customizing mine. It comes with a display stand. Here, I'll set it down. You get a good look. Okay, this camera does not sit down. The display stand. Here, I can do this. Okay. It's this bottom piece right here. This comes off. And here's the display stand, just to give you a better look. These Playmates display stands. They didn't even start putting these into the Generations line, so go figure. So this is actually one of the first ships to use one. And I should have just kept it on this, but I was afraid that you wouldn't get a good look at it. But apparently you did get a good look at it. And there's the Enterprise-B on its display stand. Very, like I said, to quote Optibotimus, gorgeous, gorgeous design. I love this ship. I still like this toy. I know there's quite a few people who have complaints about it, and those complaints are legitimate. I'll explain those in a moment. Gorgeous, gorgeous look. Biggest complaint, let's go on to them now, is that the nacelles are wonky. Basically meaning that they kind of just, it's kind of a very, very soft plastic. Not soft. It's not soft. It's just not a very firm plastic right here, and they kind of wobble a bit. I can forgive that, though. Another kind of big complaint with this ship is that the detailing, well, the detailing is nice. There's no window ports or anything like that, which, you can kind of forgive, but, excuse me, the Enterprise-D had it. The Playmates, they had quite a few window ports, and even that early version of the Enterprise-D was very detailed. So, kind of disappointed that there's no viewports or anything like that, but the rest of the detail isn't too bad. You can even see those, get a close look in there. Those torpedo, I'm going to say torpedo holes, but that ain't right. They're like docking ports, so you can see those two holes right there. Not too bad. Another complaint that I have with this ship, and this is one of the reasons I love the new, even the new Playmates line is better with this, is the new version of the Enterprise that came out for the new movie, is that this thing is lousy with decals. That's a sticker. These are all stickers. This stuff, it should be kind of the phaser arrays, the phaser turrets. These things right here. Hoping I can get this in focus. You can kind of see these pieces right here. Ah, jeez. Get in there, get some. See, I'm still not used to working this camera, so. But these things, hopefully this will show up better when it's on the computer. Actual point here. These things right here, they're stickers. They should, if you ask me, they should be molded on. On the Enterprise A that Artist Asylum did, they're molded on, which I greatly appreciate. But I don't really think that should have been a decal. Like I said, this thing was lousy with decals. If you just even rub your hand, you feel like they're going to come off. And that's kind of the thing I was really disappointed by with some of these early. This is like one of the worst ones with decals. That being said, good ship. I really can't complain. I love this one. It's going to hold up for sentimental value. This is one of my favorites. Just do a quick size comparison, and you're all going to kind of laugh a little bit. Whoa, that was just my heater starting up. Don't mind that. It's kind of an old house. Just to do a very early size comparison, here it is compared to Transformers. Still getting centered here. Sorry if this seems a bit amateurish, but I figure everybody's got to start somewhere. Compared to Transformers Classics, this is technically Universe 2.0 Starscream. You can see fairly sizable little ship. Fairly sizable ship right here. It's pretty big. Here it is compared to the new movie Enterprise. I'll try to back this up a bit, see if I can. As you can see, it's actually quite a bit bigger. That's one thing I was complaining about this new Enterprise. I'll review this in a future review, but it's rather small. But just here,